who just came out in college? Vince Young?
Yeah, Vince Young. He's
I heard he's
absolute
dog
dog
shit.
shit. He's absolute hot dog shit.
Welcome to the Ultimate Team Experience. It's been a while. Welcome back. We're excited to bring you a lot of different things this year. We're going to be starting off with college football. A lot to cover between last year and this year, but also moving forward going into Madden, as you're probably used to. We're very excited to be back. I'd like to welcome Yimmy and also the Animal, new to the podcast and to everything else we're doing on here. And we're excited to bring you guys another season of this show we're doing. Thank you so much.
All right, well, guys, my name is Wes, and as always, I'm joined by Swain Games, and we've got two new members we'd like to introduce you to. Retro Yimmy, say hi, and the Animal 916. Yimmy, you want to tell people about yourself?
So, Retro Yimmy, Bills fan, go Bills. I've been streaming on Twitch for almost 6 years now. Started playing Ultimate Teams in Madden 18 it was, and really got a feel for it in Madden 20, and I've kind of been all about it since. I do a little bit of everything, and by that I mean I do everything. I play head-to-head, I do my solo objectives, I'm a stat grinder, I'm a level grinder, I get everything done, I have a no stars left behind policy. We got everything done in Madden, and I've been trying to keep up and do as much as I can in college. We're pretty much, right at max levels with everything like that. I do it all.
All right, and Animal?
Yeah, I've been streaming for a little over 3 years, actually heavily influenced by these two gents. So it's really cool being here with these two on a show like this. I like to think of myself as a casual comp. Like I like to play competitively, but I'm not good enough to do that. So it's very casual comp. Big pack ripper, love ripping packs. There's never you'll notice if you ever see me, I never have coins because I like to buy packs. Never seen a coin I don't like to spend. So happy to be here.
Rip a pack. All right.
That's right, baby. I'll do it. Don't let me think of time.
And Swain, tell these people about yourself and your history with Madden.
Oh my goodness. I was just telling the person I talked to that through EA that I've been playing Madden since Madden 92 on Super Nintendo. And I will definitely beat all three of you in that game, just so you know. I'm still good at it. But no, I've been playing Madden forever. Ultimate Team, I believe 17 was the first, 17 or 18. And went live one day, and some guy named Afterburn started watching me, and here we are now, still going. I love Madden. Ultimate Team is definitely probably the thing I do the most of, but yeah, little combination of, I guess, Yimmy and Animal. The way I play, I definitely don't do all the solos like Yimmy, and I definitely don't play nearly as much head to head as either of these guys do, like I used to, but still very much love the game itself. So
awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you guys here.
We could certainly talk about college, because this would be the one and probably the only week we'll talk about college, all of us. And then after this week, it'll be you. And just so you guys know, I told Wes loves college. I don't. Like, I think it's pretty fun, but it's not Madden to me. And I find myself being very bored with it. But he doesn't play the same game I play. He plays a lot of the other things. And I don't know fucking shit about him. So on a weekly basis, that's going to give us an opportunity to be like, you're still playing college? Why? What are you doing that's so fun? Why is this better than Madden? Why is this better than this? So
yeah, I'll be playing college. I'll be playing cut throughout the entire year.
Yeah, so that'll be good too.
Mine will be minimal. It all depends on how much content, if I can keep up with what I got to do. Like I think with last year's cut, so the difference between cut last year and this year is last year, to do solos and objectives, everything had to be done in head-to-head games or in solo battle games, and that was just like, no, I just don't have time to play full games, to get objectives done. So what I like about this year is you can do everything in solo objectives. Like, so if you do solo challenges for each of the programs, like that counts for a lot of the stuff on the field pass. So you don't have to go in and then play, full games for stats to track. So that's been like a big W for me this year. So I may actually keep up with cut content because of like the easier way to get objectives than,
Well, they have a ton of events. Like there's at any given time, there's like 9 solo events and 4 head-to-head events. I mean, they're definitely giving you shit to do, which is cool.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of it goes towards that.
you don't have to do like all in one event too. So like a lot
Right.
of the win objectives are tracking over like the different game modes and different solo challenges, which is nice. Some of the stats only track in like the certain ones, like the name of the games, like this week's was you had to get 3,000 yards. Those only track in like the games, but everything else tracks in all the other modes too. Same thing with the fresh faces. So you definitely do that. But the fresh faces, I think the one part that they did kind of fail on, even if you are like a solo player only, is every week those games refresh and they're 40 games and they're full games.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's one of those like you don't have to, but I think it's like every 3 or 4 wins you get an 80 plus B&D pack, and then like the final reward after like 30 and 40 wins is an 83 pluses you get total. It's like if they weren't full games, sure.
And they're
but
B and D.
full
That's the
games.
problem. If they weren't B and they're B and D
And they're
too. That's the
B&D,
other thing. It's
yep.
like, ooh, that stings.
Mhm.
What's the mode that you've been playing the most of where if you get 2 wins, you get what, 7,000 coins, but if you get 3, you only get a crappy pack?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
So talk about
You're
that.
better off just getting 2 wins.
Yeah,
Just get 2 wins.
Tell people what they should be doing.
I've actually just been going in and getting the 2 wins. I can tell you, I have gotten 79s several times. I think the highest I've gotten was an 81 out of those. And again, those are B&D, so it's not even like you can sell them. And so it's like the max I've gotten is what, like a 63 training quick sell. What am I gonna do with that? So even like last night playing, I'm like, okay, I got to game 2, so let me get a touchdown and an extra point to get some objectives, and then I quit out when I got the lead because it's game 3. Like, all right, let me take my coins on this one, or to avoid getting coin wiped or banned or something like that, you might have to say, oh no, my game disconnected.
Yeah. And so to be clear on that, so with 1 win you get what?
3,000 coins.
And then with 2 wins,
7,000.
So do you get the 3 and the 7 if you get 2 wins, or just so you don't
Just
get
the
your
7.
reward until your run's over?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
just like anything else.
if
yeah,
you
it's
win
not
3
like a-
games in a row, you don't get that 3 or 7,000 coins. You just get the stupid pack.
Correct.
That is
Isn't
terrible.
the college overtime?
That's
It's got to be a mistake. Like that they.
From what I understand, it was in the game all last year too. But again, it's like I just didn't keep up with it to have like a strong enough team to try to play overtime. And there was a lot there. I know there's some fluky plays this year too. But I feel like last year there was a lot more nonsense right in the beginning of the year. There was a double pass glitch at the beginning of the year. This year, I guess there's a wildcat glitch going on. I don't pay attention to those. I don't run
It's
into
always
them.
something.
And if I do, it's like, again, it's overtime. Like, oh no, I lost. Let me play again. Like, not that big.
It is nice that there's no entry fee. You just play. There's no.
And there's no entry
You don't
fee.
pay 1,000 coins to get in, or you have to have a token or some shit. Which is nice.
I haven't really touched it. I'm still working on my challenges because my time is quite minimal. But as I get. I guess I'm in a couple of dynasties, and sometimes people don't play their games. And
Look at that.
They know. Now, sometimes people don't play their games, and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do now? Let's go play cut. And so slowly built up my team, and then might have bought a bundle and built my team up even better. And now I feel like, here I am. So, why did I do that? But I have noticed there's so much more content for it this year than there was last year. Last year they came out with like 4 sets of challenges that lasted like the first 6 months of the game, and it wasn't until almost the season was over that they started really adding stuff. And I feel like that was by design because they promised this is all about dynasty. Cut's not going to be a big deal, and yeah. Now I feel like they're going to go all out, and I think it's a good thing. I mean, I like it.
They're definitely going out content wise. I'm a little concerned because already we're a couple weeks in the game. There's already a rush event this week, and if you guys weren't a part of the rush event, that's basically like Blitz and Madden, where it is hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go through the steps. They're like 20-step packs. And everything's like, it's crazy they're doing it already because it started last year same time around Thanksgiving. But now the fact that they're doing Russia already right now is we'll see. It's crazy.
Do you think that it's because they're trying to beat the rush before Madden? No pun intended.
Yes,
Like
100%.
Madden's coming out. Okay.
100%. Yeah, they're gonna get, they'll get a healthy and people buying packs. I mean, people are already buying packs like crazy right now because unfortunately, the bundles are how you get the LTDs.
Yeah.
I watched B. Sanders rip 2 bundles and he pulled 4 LTDs.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Auctionable ones too, because like you can get
Auctionable,
LTDs
yes.
out of the B&D packs, but
You
they're also
can, but
B&D.
they're very rare.
Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong though, they still quick sell for 62,000 coins. Like that's still good. Like
It's not bad.
I have my Mark Ingram that I'm not even using right now. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I have 62K in
Little
the
juice up.
bank. The
Exactly.
savings account, if you will. So we're building already.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be able to
And
get
like
it
you
for
said,
sure
there's
for,
me
yeah.
that I've only dipped into those the top dog games, which were like half games that were kind of like the glorified house rules in Mud, which was which honestly was great. I really wish there was more of those. I actually enjoyed playing those.
Yeah.
So the timer on that I think is up this week. So I don't know if those reset, if there's going to be more of those games. If there is, great. I'm going to dive right into those.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've just been doing the overtime games. I have not played a single game of Head Dead. So
Okay.
and
Really?
again, this is kind of like my calm before the Madden storm. Anyways,
Yeah.
like
Well, storm,
I
baby.
didn't want to be like super competitive or anything like that. I'm like, let me just put like any card of value I get, I sell immediately. Let me get my coins. Let me just take the coins because I don't need this for overtime games, So it's like I'm just like my team is pretty much all B&Ds. I haven't bought any players. Anybody of value I get, I sell. Get rid of them. Pulled an 86 earlier today. I'm like, good. This is auctionable. It's 100K. Please and thank you.
Oh, damn.
Get my coins.
So,
Yeah.
so college has been out for 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks. Have any of you guys played anything in that game other than College Ultimate Team? No dynasties, no Road to Glory.
I've heard fantastic things. I
Not
like watching
one
people
of
do it.
you. Wow.
Not my thing.
Not my thing either.
I dove into Dynasty a little bit last year. I'm like, let me do University of Buffalo. So UB Bulls. Let's dive into this. I don't know anything about recruiting. I don't know anything like that. I know there are ways to recruit. There's ways to keep your recruits, and it's just not something that I was drawn to or had any interest in learning to do. It's a me thing. I get it. I see everybody having fun with Dynasty, having a blast with Dynasty, just not for me. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So, one by one, what is your favorite thing about Cut that is different from Madden? If there is anything really.
Oh, easy for me. It's the variety of playbooks and how every single game. I mean, for the most part, there's a couple people that are running the same like defense, but offense, you kind of every game feels unique. There's not a meta. You'll notice in Mutt, especially like in the year, middle of the year, everyone's you're seeing the 90% of the same stuff. I feel like every game in Cut, I don't know what's coming, and it's fun having to figure out what they're trying to do because it's a new playbook. There's weird auto motions, there's weird splits, there's stuff that you don't see in Madden at all, and it just the gameplay is entirely different, which I love. It's just a lot of fun. It's really exciting. That from because last year was the first year, and I feel like they really made big steps to make the game feel different from last year. It's not a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination, but it definitely feels like they didn't just like, oh, here's a new game, here's a new roster update. Essentially, it feels like they made some changes, and I'm really having a lot of fun in it.
Nice. Gimme.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have too much experience with Cut last year. Again, it was just kind of one of those things where it was my, filler until Madden came out. So there's, like you said, the way the XP was designed last year, like you had to actually play like solo battles or head-to-head games for everything to count. Where this year you can do individual challenges and it goes towards your XP on the field pass. Like that's a lot better for me. There's definitely a lot more game modes as a solo player for sure. So if you don't want to play head-to-head, there's lots of different ways to get coins and grind out the field pass and cut. And yeah, like Animal said, there's one thing I noticed is like everybody's running different offenses. There's a few times you run into the same formations. I'll see a lot of flanker close. I'll see a lot of flex bones becoming popular again. Pistol train, that's a new one, and I hate it. Yeah,
Different though.
Not-
It's different.
Was
It's
my favorite
different, and-
formation last year.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like I just never know. All of a sudden, it's a
Yeah.
play action pass. The quarterback rolls out. He's got two slants going across, and then all of a sudden he dumps it off to the running back who was just sitting there. It's like I didn't even see him. It's like this is a very interesting offense. So
Yeah.
it's different trying to figure out ways to stop everything in it. But yeah, I mean, as far as it seems like they learned a lot from Mutt as well as rewarding players for everything. Not exactly like there's not as many like guaranteed players that you get out of like the end of a field pass or something like that. There's still a lot of like you get like an 83 plus or an 84 plus. The tower is definitely different. I don't know whose idea that was in cut, but that was a wild one. That was a wild one.
It's still on
The
my
player
to-do
reward
list.
is great, but just having like wacky made up rules did not make sense. Like you actually score a touchdown, you actually lose points.
Is that true? 'Cause again, yeah.
In the second and third levels, yes, there you actually like have to come out and like field goal block. Just let your opponents score. You get points that way. And anytime you're on offense, you just punt the ball away.
Some sicko intern was like, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, let's make this extremely confusing. Luckily, there was some here's a quick ways to get through it type deals. It's like, okay, good. Glad somebody put this out here. Took about 4 hours though to get an 85 overall plus. And I will say this though too. 2 days later, I pull in LTD, B&D LTD cornerback. So I'm like, okay, well now I have two cornerbacks.
I get you.
And then like 3 days after that, I pulled another B&D LTD cornerback. I'm like, this
All
guy
right,
grinded
guys,
balls now.
enough.
He's now my slot cornerback, and I want to use him as long as I can. But don't get me wrong, the cards that AJ Harris cornerback card.
yeah.
He is great, especially as a slot cornerback. He's actually amazing at that spot. But it's like, yeah. So I think a lot of things in the game you're finding out like cards are getting obsolete. I don't know who's out there, with their Eric Dickerson still left over from last year's game, or the cornerback Devin Hester. I'm still using the Deuce Chestnut that we got from that carried over from last year's game. I'm still using him, but everybody else, it's like everyone you're just beyond those guys right now. So
Animal, what college football playbook are you using?
I'm running UAB. I'm running UAB. I ran it last year, so I had a familiarity with it, and I really like it because it's a pro style. And again, I like running a pro style offense because I feel like it translates the best to Madden. I don't like going like super weird where it's like wide style where there's like 3 receivers all stretched out and there's like 2 linemen. I can't do that because it's not going to translate. I like to play a way that what I can do in college will translate a little bit to Madden. So it's a good balance of run and pass, and there's some weird gimmicky stuff. And I'm running UAB as I did last year. They did a good job of making it feel different than last year's UAB, which is nice. They upgraded all whatever 200, 300 plus playbooks there are, and it's a really fun playbook. We were running squads, me, Yimmy, and Swain running squads in UAB, and we for our first time crushed it. It was the most fun I've had playing any video game ever. I think was playing squads with these 3 guys. It was a blast.
we had a blast. Yeah.
How many in a row did you win?
5. And then playoffs.
And playoffs happen.
And the playoffs happen, yeah.
Swain, what's your playbook of choice for college?
So, kind of a funny thing. Nobody really knows. It says base offense playbook.
Yeah, basic.
Like the starter pack?
Yeah, like I got on the game. I picked the Colorado State Rams, and I never adjusted my playbook, and people cannot find this playbook. Like nobody can find this playbook. It's a mystery. And people have gone and looked up the Colorado State playbook, and it's not in there. And I've heard some people say they think it's Navy or Army, and it's like nobody knows, but I'm never changing it.
Wow.
It's pretty basic. It really is. It doesn't have a whole lot, but it has a 5-wide smash play that if you've ever watched me play Madden, you know exactly what that is. And then it's got a bunch of other random shit in it, but base offense, base defense. That's what I'm running.
Yimmy?
Yeah, nothing fancy on defense. I just mostly run nickel normal anyways. But for offense, going against what Swain was saying earlier, I'm actually State playbook because it's very similar to the Bills playbook that I run in Madden.
Which playbook?
Colorado State.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm staying in my comfort zone. Basically. I think Swain was the one who told me
Does
about
it
it
have
last
rocket
year.
toss?
I don't think so. If it does, I have not looked at
So
it.
weird.
Yep. But yeah, it's got my level wild sails. It's got mesh in it. It's got it does have normal wild close if we need to be dirty. But it's keeping me in my comfort zone. It doesn't have the fake U trips that I like to run in the Bills playbook. But yeah, it like I said, for the college overtimes that I play, it's been perfect for me.
Cool.
Staying
Yeah,
in my lane.
I'm running like Animal. I'm running kind of a mix between UAB and Houston right now. I like both of those. I've had the hardest time finding a playbook that I like, which is funny considering there's like what over 130, 40 playbooks.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's one. Yeah, that's crazy.
I picked some of the teams that you would think would have good. It's just their styles just don't mesh with the way I play. I guess I don't know, but I've had a hard time. But UAB and Houston, I like so far. Kentucky, by the way, God, their playbook's terrible. I know that they've got a couple of formations that people go nuts about, like bunch X nasty or something, and some other. I don't know. Apparently, it's the only playbook in the game that has two particular formations that people like. I try that playbook, man. I can't even. It's ass. Sorry.
Ass.
But yeah, still in search of the perfect playbook. So
Yeah.
That's always one of those fun things too. Like similar to Madden, there are some playbooks that are only available in like one playbook, maybe two, and so like college, there's a lot of those too. Like you can only find this formation or these plays in this playbook, so that adds another like uniqueness to it. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of playbooks that have like same formations, similar formations and plays, but yeah, finding the one playbook that has like no other playbook has this one, it being fun to run or something that you enjoy playing, that adds to the experience too.
100%.
And I know you're asking Wes the original question about the college stuff. College for me has always been preseason Madden. It's always been
Right.
preseason Madden for me. And I've always wanted for college to feel a lot different than Madden. But even, 20 plus years ago, it was always, like usually you could get an idea of how Madden was going to be based on college. And I don't think it's not the same like it used to be
No.
years ago. It's totally different. Last year, I've gone on record saying before, I didn't feel like it was that much different. I didn't feel like I was playing a college game. This year I do. Maybe it's because of the gameplay that I'm going after. I've made it very clear. I haven't played a lot of head-to-head. I've avoided it like the plague. Some of it on purpose, some of it on accident. But I've heard some pretty bad reviews on the head-to-head. A lot of drop picks and players dropping open passes, and we can go down the list of that later on. But this year's college felt like a totally different game. It felt a lot different than last year's college. And for me, it was pure fun. I knew I was getting into a game that I wasn't going to invest a large amount of time in like I do with Madden. But I've just gone on, I've done my dailies, I've ripped packs, I've gotten some B&D limiteds. It's very cool. It's very rewarding feeling. The step packs, if you don't want to spend a lot of money in the game, you don't have to spend money in the game, but the B&Ds are really fun. All my limiteds are basically from one coin packs. I'll repeat that. All of my limiteds are B&Ds, but they're from one coin packs. I have the video to prove it.
all the step
That is
ups,
fun
right?
for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's crazy. Even some of the non-step ups that is just a coin. And it's been fun. I've been running a completely different offense in college than I do in Madden. Madden is a lot of heavy passing for me. It's never going to go away. I'll throw. The only reason I run the ball in Madden is to throw them off to try to gain a few yards for first down, and then I'm pass.
Girl
pass,
same.
pass, pass,
Girl
pass.
same.
Mhm.
If you have never played college, or maybe you're playing college now and you're not having as much fun with it, or you're struggling with it, I beg of you to try to run the option. I don't know how it is online with playing head to head, but I'm telling you, against a computer or just having fun, and I have run it against other people. It is fun, and it feels like you're playing a college game. It feels different than Madden itself. I applaud that. Again, taking head to head out of this equation, college has been a lot of fun for me. I would say last year, my experience with college, I would rate it a 3 of 10 for the amount of fun I had playing cut. This year, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I've had fun. I've woken up in the morning and I'm like, God, I want to play college. It's on the weekend. I want to play college. The overtime house rules thing, I call it house rules. I don't know if it's house rules. That's a lot of fun. You can play the worst person in the world, the most toxic player. Who cares? Lose and play another one.
Move on.
There's no stress to it. I often view me just the grind of Madden. Sometimes it could be almost like a job. Like, oh, I got to do my daily. I gotta get this done. And oh, this just came out. I got to get this done. I got to buy this pack. I got to get this player. And in college, it's just like, oh, whoever. I'll play. I'll have fun. I'm not going to stress about it. There's not as much pressure for me to play the college game this year. Like last year, I spent all this time and effort to upgrade it. I don't do that this year. I'm just having fun. It's just a fun game. There's a lot to do, but I don't feel forced to play any specific thing. Whereas Madden, sometimes you are forced to play your solos. You're forced to play your weekly stuff to get it done. You have to play head to head to get these things done. And in college, you can never. And I could be wrong on this. I don't believe you have to play head to head the entire year to be able to get the rewards that everybody else can get, as far as the stat lines, the objectives, the solo things. All those things apply to just getting on and playing the computer. Things people have asked for years. It's here for you. Get on and play and have fun. You don't have to stress. You don't have to worry. Play the games you want to play when you want to play them. It's totally different than last year's game. It's totally different in that aspect.
So I have a question, and we can all chip in with what we feel. But so I didn't play probably more than 5 hours of Madden Ultimate Team last year. I remember in the beginning there was this like really difficult set of solo challenges, and I just bailed on that. I was done. And it wasn't because of that. Obviously, I was more into the college game. So I would say, you guys say it's fair since I didn't play last year. Is B&D more of a thing in college than it is in Madden? And do we feel like that B&D philosophy from college is coming over to Madden? And if so, how's that going to affect the way you guys play the game?
So the B&D thing, it's a little bit worse in college, and I say worse like there's a lot more of them that you get compared to Ultimate Team and Madden. The field passes were flooded with B&D, but sometimes like they would say, hey, you could take this 15,000 coin quick sell, or you could take this 92 plus B&D card and press your luck or whatever. And then sometimes it just got to a point for me, I'm like, I'm just going to take the coins at this point. Like, why would I risk to get a player that I don't even want, like, kind of thing? But I say it's worse in college is because of the packs. Like, you actually open up a pack, it costs you like 34,000 coins, and it's one B&D program card. Sometimes I got lucky and my plus was actually plussing on the non B&D card, and you got something that was auctionable. But it's like, to have the program card itself be a B&D, it's like there's just so many B&Ds. Like, somebody say, I run a B&D theme team. It's like, yeah, of course you do, because that's all you're getting out of these packs and stuff.
And so that
hold on, really quick. As somebody that spends money in the game and invests at any given day, literally every day there's content dropping. There are 5 to 6 brand new B&D packs you can buy with coins or points any given day. Any given day, and they just add 5 more. And then
does that affect a player's ability to make coins in the game? Obviously, since you can't sell them for coins, do people buy the more expensive packs that aren't B&Ds instead, or like what?
If you're spending money on the game, I think that's like definitely the way to go. Then is to buy those bundles that you do get auctionable cards out of. As opposed to getting like the B&D ones. So yeah, as far as like making, there are ways to still do it. Like I said, with those overtime games, you can get a good amount of coins playing those. Just don't get, to game 3, you'll be all set. But yeah, there's just a lot more floated B&Ds. So I don't know. I really don't know of any way to make coins. I'll get an 86 that I can auction. Great, good. That's 100K right there for me. But some it's a lot of luck involved. But I'm sure there are methods out there. I just don't know what they are.
Right. Yep. So Madden coming out a week early this year. They just announced games ready. Is it?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
extra early access.
It seems
That
like it's
is super confusing.
extremely.
What's up with
Yeah.
that?
It's very early. So I
Right.
can tell you, my birthday's my birthday's is the same day every year.
Is it?
No.
Oh, word?
Madden,
Oh, wow.
Madden usually comes out really close to my birthday, which is really close to the middle of August, and that's usually a good idea for me to do it. And this year, it's on my actual birthday. Is the release day is on the 14th, and so I was like, well, early access should be that Monday. And I was like, what a great time to take a week off. Like, I'm totally gonna play Madden on Monday when it comes out, and I'll play it until my birthday on Thursday, and this is gonna be great. And then I saw that there was even more early access, and it's like, holy crap, you guys! It's literally a week before it comes out, the actual release date. So I actually confirmed this. I don't know if you need EA Play to play that Monday, or if EA Play means you can play the Thursday before. But I know that if you just buy the base game, and I could be wrong, we'll have to look. I don't think you get to play it until the 14th.
Right.
So for anybody out there that maybe again, I don't know for sure. We'll have to find out as we get closer. I'm fairly certain you can get EA Play and try the game out, but I don't know if it's going to be that Monday or if it's that big version that you have to get
On the
to
7th.
get the Thursday
Yeah,
before.
and then
Yeah,
you
the week
get
before.
the 8 hours of it, or what is it, 10 hours through EA
It
Play?
was 10, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they've changed it before. They used to do like, oh, if you have EA Play, you get 10 hours worth, but then you don't get it again until the actual game comes out. And they've gone back and forth with it. A week before the game release date, it's getting that Black Friday deal feel to it. Like Black Friday used to go out at 6 a.m, then it was 3 a.m, then
Yep.
it was midnight, and then it was the
Now
day of Thanksgiving. Now it's like, oh, it's August 1st, time for Black Friday shopping. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what early release is anymore. It's really hard to figure it out. But it's
That's why-
definitely the 7th this year.
Yeah, just order the deluxe edition through the EA app. Make sure you use code ANIMAL.
Plug
What? Hey, wait a minute.
easy.
I mean, I'm not out here saying use code YIMMY at checkout or anything like
Hasn't been
that.
approved. Hasn't been approved yet. Hasn't been approved or cleared yet.
He's not wrong.
Pending.
Ending.
So here's what you can do really quick on Madden right now. You can literally buy a rookie premiere for next year. You get 4 of 6
Yeah.
99 for what is it, $67?
90, whatever.
67.49. 67.49.
Yeah, right.
And then what they were talking about earlier too with the field pass to get the team tokens. This can be viral or whatever the fuck if you want to overlay it.
Yeah.
Here's the objectives they're talking about. They don't spell it out. There's nothing on MutGG or anywhere that explains it. But if you have to come down to stats, if you look here, see the ones with the little red pack.
Mm-hmm.
You get a Madden 26 RP 32 team token here, and here.
Oh wow.
They don't tell you. They don't explain it anywhere in game. It's really hard to find. I only know it because Yimmy went over it on his stream. It's the only way I knew. But there's nowhere to find it. It's impossible to find. So that's the only way you get the 32 team chems for your RP card. So it's really important that people are getting 3,500 yards. And again, they're all tied to touchdowns, which is nice. So you could run I don't know, a solo battle 6 times, 7 times.
You could actually just do that. The Braxton Berrios solo. You started.
Oh, you
at the
can.
10-yard
So
line.
you can do it
and
any game mode.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just
Good.
do one play bombs. Just sit in that mode. I didn't do the math on it. So you need at least 50 touchdowns. So do that one 50 times, and you should have enough yards, points, and touchdowns to be done.
And
So
you can do
that
that in like an hour.
so those packs, how many of them can you get? Just the 3, or are there?
You get
There's
3
3,
RPs.
yeah.
You get 3 RPs, 2 with coins, 1 with solos and grinding.
Okay, but
So that's how
that you
get
were
the
showing,
tokens for those cards.
those are the token. Oh, okay.
These are the tokens,
So all the rookie premieres that transfer over, they get their team chems with them, and then you can also add a 32 team chem token to add 32 team chem. So
And that's what those
Swain
are.
actually pointed this out. He might actually go to a Falcons team because there was 2 Falcons rookie premieres this year. So you could run like Falcons Bills, you could run Falcons Lions, you could whatever your passion is, you could do that.
Okay.
So I think that's what was helpful last year is, like you said, that Terry and Arnold, because there was a lot of good Lions cards at the beginning of last year. So like he got the Lions chems and then whatever team running. So I started out doing Bills Browns and then I switched over to Lions. Went back to Bills Browns after a while, and then eventually you could just go all. And they really spoiled us last year with like multiple cards getting all team chems. Somebody even asked me at the end of the year, they're like, Bills players do you actually have on your team? I'm like, that I'm using 7. I have 7 Bills players. Like I none of my wide receivers were Bills players, except until I got Andre Reed.
So what do you guys is that a good thing or a bad thing though? What do you guys think as far as all team chem players?
Yeah, there's been so many times where it's like, a program comes out and it's like grind out these solos for this card. It's like, oh, but it only gets this chems. It's like, why would I feel like any free card with any free program through EA that they're giving you to use in your lineup should have all chems on it. I think they went a little wild with some of them this year, but like all the program cards that come should have 32 team chems, so that way you can use them. You're not limited to certain theme teams.
It's great until it's a player from your team, and you're like, "Dang it, that's my guy."
I rarely had that.
Yeah, that's fair.
It usually never happens with the Bills, and if it does, yeah, it's like there are times where it's like, okay, program team guy, this one won't. Like none of them get all chems. It's like finally there's a Bills player. Oh, and he gets all 32 team chems.
Right? You're like, this is ridiculous.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Yimmy's over here like day 76 of tweeting EA until Josh Allen gets a better card.
Oh gosh, it was bad last year because they said, here's the season of boom program right off the rip. Here's an 85 Josh Allen. I'm like, awesome. He's not going to see an upgrade until December. I knew right then and there. It's like, unless there was some kind of team of the week, maybe I get lucky in like late October, early November. No, it was actually December. And then I'm actually kind of curious to see what kind of cards he would have gotten last year. Because we know the Christmas Day card came out. He had the limited that was, which honestly was my favorite card art of all year. It was beautiful.
The Zero Chill program is always the best.
Yes, the Zero Chill card arts they're always fun. But then later he gets MVP. That was his next card, was the MVP card. And then somebody made a golden ticket out of him. It's like, would he have been just that 94, or what did you have planned for old Josh Allen? I'm just kind of wondering like what cards he would have gotten. Like if they scrapped something, said, oh, because he's got this or he's got a golden ticket.
It's got to be tough.
I wonder if they did that.
I wonder if there's a better way, because it's tough. It's tough when they got somebody that's slated for a Thanksgiving program and a dude goes off for 3 touchdowns. Like, what's the right way to approach that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the right answer.
Yep. I did have a theory. I think this is going back to Madden 24 even. Tinfoil hat, like EA runs the NFL type deal. Like this was actually crazy. This actually happened. So there was a game that Gabe Davis, playoff Gabe, he had I think it was the longest touchdown in Bills history now. He had a 99-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen. And it was pretty much like prime, like he was going to get a team of the week. Like it was going to happen. It was set. And then, we always know EA, they always, announce the cards and everything like that. Like who's coming. I think it was on Monday. Yeah, this was Madden 24. Now I'm remembering correctly. This was on Monday. They said, we do not have a preview of team of the weeks yet. It's like, oh, okay. That's very strange that they just came out and said, hey, we don't have a preview for team of the weeks. Like it's very, very, very strange. And then Monday night comes around and the Chiefs are playing. And Travis Kelce, he has an amazing game. He gets ends up getting 4 touchdowns or something like that with like low yards or whatever. Just have a great game or whatever. And all of a sudden, here it is. Tuesday, they come out with the team of the weeks, and here's Travis Kelce getting a team of the week. And I swear, somebody said they saw in a graphic somewhere that it was supposed to be Gabe Davis, and then all of a sudden, like how did EA know not to announce Gabe Davis, and then all of a sudden Travis Kelce has this amazing game, and he gets a card? Like, what are we doing, EA?
It's really gonna hurt to release them both. I mean. I don't know,
man. I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the right answer is in that situation.
Yeah, so I don't know like at what point they decide like, oh, scrap this guy. We're gonna do somebody else.
And that's a great point too about for the rookie. So for the people that were not able to finish the rookie premieres in Madden, they might not. This year's was kind of interesting because a lot of people say they were useful but for my team, like I didn't use the rookie premieres like after 3 weeks after the game came out. So
Well, and you guys didn't get them until probably
That's
what
also
3
true.
weeks
Yeah.
after the game came
A
out.
lot of them
Yeah.
didn't get them right away. At least
That was the
shout out
best
to EA,
part, though.
Shout out to EA for doing the right thing. They actually came out with a second wave of them
100%.
with upgraded overalls, and you
Yes.
get to re-choose too. It's not
was
like
nice.
it was the same players that you got to actually pick new ones.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, let me take this guy. And if you run theme teams like the dual chems, like very much helped out.
For sure.
I think that Terry and Arnold was in my lineup for a very long time.
Yeah, I think wasn't it for the beginning of the game when it came out? You could only get up to 25, if I remember correctly. It didn't go all the way to
Yeah,
yeah.
25,
so,
only went
then
up to
30, then 35.
yeah,
40, then 45.
I think 20 was the highest, honestly.
yeah, so I
Yep.
mean, early on in the game, I think it got a lot of views. I had 3 teams of 20 like really early on, and the only reason I was able to do that is because I was having, I had the left tackle for the Titans, but then when they did their make right, if you already had those players, then you just get 3 different players or upgrade them, and then you could have multiple theme teams. It was, I would say there was an Aiden Hutchinson. That wasn't last year. Was that the year before?
It was the year before.
That
Yeah,
one
it
was
the year before.
really, really good. But last year's rookie premieres for me, for the way I run my theme teams, was probably the best, most like beneficial I've ever had. But again, it was when they came out with it a second time, it was like, oh my gosh, this is like refresh.
It just got
Here
even
we
better.
go.
Yep.
But it was
Even at that
same-
point, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let me take this Jaden Daniels that gets all team chems. Like this.
Jay Nails
this
is good. That card is
Yeah,
actually
he was
really good,
he
too.
was a really, really good card.
And what was
actually,
your
I was
question
gonna
about-
bring up this point, like if you guys had the rookie premieres ready for this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thanks to
Okay.
you.
All right. You're welcome.
So the question
Yeah,
was
so
basically.
I'm actually glad, Swain, you had a little bit of pack luck, so I didn't have to spoil you like I did.
Yeah, seriously.
I think it was
seriously.
2 years ago.
I
Quick
have
question. When do
these
those
last
end?
3 years.
When do they end?
The August 6th.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
next week.
Because I still have to do the stats to get the team.
I would say to have
Yeah.
it due Wednesday. So the stats that you're gonna need to do.
It's like 3. I saw them. It's like 3,000 yards, right?
Yeah, it's yards, touchdowns, and
Points.
points.
Yeah.
That's how you get the 3 tokens, and then through the solo objectives and the field passes, how you get the 4 tokens to get your free player, and then obviously still doing the sets is going to be like 7-8 million.
Yeah.
Logging in, you automatically get that Will Johnson, who was kind of like that. He's going to be like the last year, so
Yeah.
a good cornerback to start. And there's 2 offensive linemen in this year's premieres, which I thought is really good because let's face it, having 2 84, 85 overall offensive linemen rip, that's a W in itself. There's no quarterback. I thought that was interesting. They usually go for at least one skill position, and they didn't this year.
And no safeties. It's a
I think
weird
there's
one.
one safety.
There's one safety.
One
No
wide
cornerbacks.
receiver. I don't think
Yeah.
a running back. I gotta double check.
There's
on
2
that
wide
one, but-
receivers. There's a Mega.
There's 2 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Luther Burden.
That's true.
It's
That's
weird.
right.
It's a weird
Mhm.
release. Yeah, it was weird.
Yep.
Weird their choices.
Just so anybody that doesn't know, because I did not, and I've been playing Madden forever. If you get your 3 rookie premieres, which is the 2 with coins, and then the 3rd one you get from the solos, you also want to make sure you get those tokens that will carry for those rookie premieres, which allows you to unlock team chemistries for the 32 teams in the NFL. Make sure you look at those stats, because that's what Yimmy was talking to me about, and I didn't catch it, is you have to go on and get those points and the scoring and everything else. So make sure in your lineup, you should have those 3 32 team tokens, the chemistry tokens. Make sure you have those, because we only have a week from Wednesday.
I would even
mean,
have it
it's-
done
it's
sooner.
coming up
you,
quick.
you never
Yeah,
you
just
never
get it
know
done.
with EA. You might want to have it done.
Servers might go down. Something might happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's very, very, very important. Important that you have that done.
I will say this then too. So if anyone's out there is like, let me get this last rookie premiere done by, I think there's like a $90 bundle or something like that. I don't know if there's gonna be another one this Thursday this week, but still, I think at this point, if you're going to spend that kind of money, just spend it on next year's Madden.
Yeah, just do a bundle. next year.
Whatever first premiere comes out, or first program comes out, just spend it towards that. Probably going to be an 84, 85 overall player with that. Like I would, just spend money on that at this point. But I never tell anybody what to do with their money. Sure, spend it on last year's game, get rookie premiere stuff. If it worked out like last year, they'll be in your lineup for a little bit, so might be worth it.
What is it that we can expect from this show this year going forward for Madden Ultimate Team?
Who goes first?
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm going first?
The floor is yours.
I thought we were going in alphabetical order.
I thought you said it was fine, Spider.
I was ready. I was so ready.
You were ready. I thought you're like, I'm going.
No, Swain said Yimmy goes first, so.
I didn't hear that.
Fuck you, Swain. Fuck you.
Someone's fire alarm. Is that me?
No.
Stop confusing me. All right. Okay. What I feel like it brings to the Madden community, I'll let you know what objectives to do, to best way to get the solos done, solo grinding, get level ups, the best rewards to take from level grinding. If you have certain objectives you got to do, passing yards, do this solo. If you need a lot of tackles or sacks or interceptions, do these solos. I'm going to basically let you know what you need to do, the best way to get to max level as quickly as possible.
All right. Swain? Oh, you said you wanted to go last.
Yeah, no. Let me go now. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to do a lot of what I was doing on the show prior, but maybe try to focus more on a weekly basis on kind of what I'm doing in and out of the game, whether it be packs I'm purchasing or certain solos. I've always talked about how I did solos, but I've never really talked about how I was doing them and what certain objectives I went to for dailies and cards I'm using specifically that are helping me, playbooks that help with certain things. I'm definitely going to focus on that. I'm excited. I'm excited to have Animal and Yimmy on as well to kind of help me with this adventure, and definitely looking forward to asking you a lot of questions about the college side of things as well. I want to know why it is you love that game so much compared to the way I love Madden, because I feel like you and I are very vice versa on that. So curious to see how that goes.
Yeah. Animal?
Weekly, I'll be giving you guys the rundown on what the meta I'm seeing on online head-to-head is, what's changing, what's new, what's out there, and expect lots of packs. I'm going to be ripping bundles, and I'll tell you, much like Swain, what's good. Big pulls. I'm going to get big pulls every week because I'm going to rip a lot of bundles. So
bundles, and more bundles. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably be ripping some bundles too in college, and then telling you why I shouldn't have done that. Because I can already tell you, it's turned out well so far. Don't expect that to last for 1 second though. So, I just want to get better at the game. I want to have a better understanding. Like I tell you guys all the time, there are tons of people that play Ultimate Team, and I feel like sometimes we think that everybody knows as much of it like as you guys do. And you guys really schooled me on that a couple years ago when we were doing this. I've learned so much, and I guarantee you there are tons of people out there that aren't going to have any idea that you can do some of the things that you all will be able to guide them to do. So I think it'll be helpful for people in the community that maybe aren't tuned into Twitter as much, aren't looking up ebooks, but they do love the game. And so hopefully this can find them and help them a lot. That's kind of my goal. So
one thing I would like to add to that is in the hopes that we do have a weekly best poll of the week. If for those of us doing Get a Gold or buying bundles, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. Keeping track of that, but also play of the week. What was our best play of the week? Whether it was against computer or against online head-to-head, I think that'd be really fun, and we can do that on a weekly basis as well.
Awesome.
Love it. Mm-hmm. I will say this. I always say this to Roy when the three of us are on the XHG Hangouts. You invited me, Swain, and Animal. We are going to take a while because we talk.
We talk.
No, that's good.
We're talkers, baby.
Yes.
So God bless you, Wes. You're gonna have to whittle that down.
It's gonna be rough. I'll give it a
whittle
shot.
that thing down, baby.
When do you guys want to do squads again, by the way?
Right now.
What?
Right fucking now.
I
gotta be at my boss's house at fucking 5:30 tomorrow. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's different this year with me being in the office Tuesday,
office,
Wednesdays,
yeah.
and Thursdays. It's
Sucks,
3
bro.
days is fucking. It's.
I
gonna be
hate that for you, bro.
brutal.
I fucking
I
hate
know.
that for you.
Like honestly, like I'll be. I really want to say like, okay, I'm sorry, I'll stop playing. Fine, just give me my Thursdays. Like that's content days. Like it's. Oh, God, it's gonna be the worst. So.
Well, since Swain's got to be there at 5,
If
probably a
you're,
good time to wrap this thing up, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, I
And
think
if-
so.
I
if
appreciate you
Yimmy's
guys taking the
microphone
time.
was on a sitcom, it would be cut it out.
Damn. Saving that.
Your Griffo is.
Oh, yeah. We can use this one a lot.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out, and I look forward to many
Have a
more of
blast.
these. And hey,
Absolutely.
see you guys next week. I think we'll just get better and better as we go, and hopefully we can help some people along the way. So
Facts.
Absolutely.
take care, guys. See you
Hey,
next week.
boys.
Thank you.
Later, dudes.
Yep.
Okay, bye.